updated information about individual and family plan coverage, press 2. If you are calling about Medicare supplemental coverage, press 3. All other callers, press 4 or remain on the line. Which are you calling about? A medical plan or a dental plan? At the current time, we are not able to transfer your call to member services. Please hold while we transfer your call to our corporate switchboard for handling. Please hold while I transfer your call. Okay, so I'm calling Aetna back because I was rudely hung up on by a supervisor. Yes, I need member services.
Yeah, sure. I can locate the member services line for you. Allow me to pull up your account. May I please have your member ID number?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get it.
Can you verify your full name and
Saying why you needed that, and you're not going to be the one helping me.
I'm sorry, Mr. One. However, this is the process to locate the right department that have access.
I just need member services. That's it.
Yes, sir. I have here now the telephone number for member services team. Also listed at the back of your card and available at Aetna.com. It is 1866.
I don't need you to give it to me. I just need you to transfer me to it. I'm blind. Can you please transfer me?
Yes, sir.
All the nonsense.
Stay on the line for 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Is it okay for you if I place this call on hold for 3 to 5 minutes?
Yes, please.
Alright, thank you.
See, I made a grievance because I'm paying for insurance. I'm paying for insurance for you to mistreat me. I mean, I'm on Social Security for a reason. And then you already charging me for the dang insurance, right? Let me fix my shirt. You already charging me for the insurance. I'm trying to understand. I'm already paying for the insurance. Why can't I use my services? And why am I being treated rude? I'm paying you to treat me horrible? So so I want to show how their customer service really works. I'm calling back because first of all, you woke me up out my sleep for nonsense. You weren't going to do anything about my case, or they're going to just reprimand the representative that talked to me poorly because they can clearly see that there is a recording of him treating me that way. There's a recording of the mistreatment I received as a disabled person paying almost $400 for insurance through Aetna, the Medicare program. And these are benefits that I'm supposed to be entitled to have, but you're not allowing me to have them, like my chemo I should have had when I shouldn't even need a prior authorization for that. I've been taking it. You've been paying for it. Now all of a sudden, I need to lapse in my medical coverage to get a prior authorization for something that I've been already taking. Does that make any sense to anybody else? Or is that just baffling to me? I'm the only one baffled? I'm so freaking confused on that. I'm confused. I'm really, 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 really confused. So I'm gonna record this because then my video, my short that I'm going to play will make sense. My short, my short will make sense when I post it if I do it like that. Cause then people will understand why I was posting that. My legs are swollen. Look at how swollen my legs are. My feet swollen. I pay for insurance for a reason. I worked as a nurse 30 years. I paid my taxes for my insurance. I'm not just getting free Social Security. I'm getting retirement. I'm getting retirement. That means I worked. I'm not sitting at home just collecting a check like half of these people in the United damn States. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with them. They just sitting up collecting damn checks and shit.
Hello, Miss Lewana. Thank you for holding. Are you still on the line with me?
Yes, I'm still on the line.
Thank you. I have here now Miss Rai, and she will be more than happy to assist you, and she'll take over the call.
You already asked for my information, so I should be verified, or do I need to verify for the 100th time again with her now?
Oh, I'm sorry. So Miss Rai is going to ask you some of the questions.
The same questions for you. All you had to do was again. Right. Like that was just dumb. If you are the call center to transfer people to where they need to go, why do I need to explain to you what I need when I'm telling you I need member services? Apparently, as a member, I'm having an issue. Apparently. So, right. Well, with that being said, so when we have to transfer, just to kind of explain to people why she did what she did, when the members call in and we have to complete a transfer, we have to get all the over just transferring. I can't hear you. The members still call our line, and we have to notate in your account because you called in, and we still had to do something for you as far as transferring you. And we have to get all your information so we can provide it to the next person because we can't just transfer you over. We have to. And then they provided it to you. They provided it to you, and then I have to re-provide the same thing that they already verified 4 times because it took me 4 people to get to you. After Aetna called and woke me up out my sleep this morning with the bullcrap that I recorded the call because I'm on a grievance on that operator as well. It is ridiculous that I've had to call this much over the last 3 weeks. It is ridiculous that I've had to complain like this and beg for supervisors to get on the phone to talk to them, for them to call me a liar when I have a recording of the representative talking to me crazy and the supervisor calling me out my name and everything. It is ridiculous that Aetna witnessed me call the ride people, MTM, for my ride that was made through Aetna went and operated with Aetna and it was approved. And every one of my rides, they canceled before my appointment and I was supposed to have surgery. It is ridiculous that I had a grievance since January and they just now contact me back to tell me that it was resolved, but it wasn't resolved in my favor even though I had proof. You know what I'm saying? And for the last so-called supervisor to talk to me crazy and just hang the phone up in my face after waking me up this morning. Plus, I had to pay to get home after being stuck several times and the ride never coming back to get me after a wheel call. So it is ridiculous that my insurance is being paid for out of my Social Security check every month and I'm paying almost $400 and not being able to utilize services like my chemo that I politely didn't get to have this month, which is life or death. And Aetna is not seeming to understand. I'm telling you why I need a supervisor now. So this is what I'm telling you to break down. So we can, because I know you're not going to be able to help me with this. So I'm going to have her. But I need to explain to you so when you go to explain to her, he or she is on the same ball game with me. So it is ridiculous that I've contacted Aetna at least 20 times in the last 3 weeks about the issues that are going on. And then it's ridiculous that I need a prior authorization for chemo I've been getting since last November. And nothing has changed about it. Neither has my condition changed. And for me to have to miss chemo and be near death now because I had to miss chemo, I had to have my surgery moved to next month in order to be able to make appointments that the Aetna drivers canceled on me, which was viable for me to have emergency surgery on my hip, which is not connected to bone. Okay? Plus, I have a blood clot because of that. And now it's in my groin and I could die at any moment. It is ridiculous that if I had my chemo, I would have been able to have my surgery on my hip and there would be no issue of a blood clot and I wouldn't be on blood thinners and can barely walk right now. Okay? It is ridiculous that the doctors for my hip have requested a walker and a roll and a scooter for me for a year now, and Aetna hasn't provided me with one. And I need it for my quality of life. And I've made constant complaints. So my complaint is, I need a supervisor to handle all of this. Plus, I did record that lady. And then I also need to know if I need to go to a different company that's going to have better service. Me and the internet would like to know that because I did post all of everything I'm going through on social media and I have a big social media following. I am a recording artist as well. So I have a big social media following and they can't understand why I have cancer and can't get my chemo and Aetna has all the records to prove it. I don't understand why I can't speak to a supervisor. I don't understand why I'm denied those privileges and I'm paying for this service. On my Social Security, I should get $1,500 a month and I'm getting $11.80. They're taking it for insurance. So what am I paying for if I can't use the service?
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm so sorry that you've been having this experience, but I can most definitely get you over to a supervisor. I am not withholding you that you cannot speak to one. If you want to speak with a supervisor, I will most definitely get you transferred over to one. But like I said, I'm so sorry that you've been experiencing this and that you're going through this with such chronic health conditions. And I do apologize on their behalf because, you shouldn't have had to go through none of what you've been through and the serious matter of your health right now. And that's really the most important thing. So if you want to speak with one, I will most definitely get you over to one.
Yes, I need to speak to one because I'm going to need to get my chemo.
Okay.
And I'm going to need to get this handled.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, no, that's very important. I totally understand.
And I know it wasn't
your... on a brief hold?
Yeah, it's okay if you put me on a brief hold.
Okay.
Let me see if I got any appointments. If I don't, I'm going to block off my day. I don't understand how come people feel like they can just talk to you any kind of way. If I'm paying for a service, then I should get the service that I'm paying for. And if I'm paying for Aetna, because they're charging me for my insurance is not free. Why can't I talk to a supervisor if you talking to me crazy on the phone? I don't care if you had a bad day. You should have had a bad day with the person that talked crazy to you. Don't mistreat nobody else. And screen recorded the lady talking to me crazy. I ain't even been to bed. She called and woke me up out my damn sleep. She woke me up out my damn sleep. And then after she woke me up out my sleep, I'm trying to get to the video. After she woke me up out my sleep, she gonna tell me they ain't nothing they can do because my ride situation been resolved. So basically, I paid for the ride that I already paid for with my insurance. And that was okay. That was resolved. Then you gonna tell me I don't have the right to elevate my voice or get upset because you telling me you played in my face. You telling me something was resolved that was never resolved with me because I didn't get my damn money I've been spending back. You ain't give me my money back that I had spent and shit. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how can I play this. I'm trying to figure out how I can play it.
Okay, Mr. Juan, are you still here with me?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you for patiently holding. I have a representative from the resolution team, Mr. Ryan. He's going to be able to help further assist you today, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you for being the best part of Aetna. And again, I am so sorry about what you've been experiencing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, Miss Brian. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. How can I help you today?
I had an issue with one of the Aetna workers, and I had some issues. I had some grievances going on with the Aetna company. And one of the representatives and the supervisor was rude to me and everything. And I had made a grievance and a complaint. And I had called another live supervisor while I was on the phone being rudely talked to by these two people. And she heard it and she put my complaint in. Well, I already had a grievance on the MTM for not taking me to my appointments, making me miss my appointments and all of that stuff. Well, the supervisor, I guess, that was handling this grievance called me this morning. First of all, woke me up out of my sleep. Then commenced to be rude on the phone. So like I told her, it doesn't make any sense that I was able to be talked to the way I was able to be talked to, and nothing's going to be done but send this representative to a damn class to learn how to talk to customers. No, he should be fired. And I should be compensated for the way I was talked to because I pay money to be part of Aetna. It's not free. Y'all are not giving me my plan for free. I'm paying to be talked to the way I was rudely talked to. I'm paying to be talked to like that. So,
Yes, ma'am, I do understand that, and obviously we don't want, people being rude to anyone. And I'm sorry if someone was rude to you today, Miss Mormon. Definitely we don't want that. We will definitely, of course, file that grievance, and we will look into it for you.
well, it was, she called me.
Grievance person that called. It was the grievance person you're referring to? Is that
Today, yes, the grievance person called me. I'm trying to play the message on my phone. I'm trying to send it to myself so I can play it. I'm going to email it to myself so I can play it on my tablet so you can hear it. And I hope I can hear. I hope I can hear.
What was so you guys were discussing, I guess, your issue with the transportation, is that correct?
We was discussing that, and we was discussing my already grievance on another worker there. And she was like, well, I'm going to just tell you ain't nothing finna be done about it or whatever. And I was like, well, then basically you could have told me that weeks ago instead of wasting my time acting like something was going to be done about the issue when you knew you wasn't going to, do anything about the issue. You need to calm your voice down. You getting elevated and loud. First of all, I wasn't even elevated and loud, but if you want me to get elevated and loud, we can go there. You know what I'm saying? It is disrespectful. You over talking me and you're not letting me talk. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I wasn't handling your other grievance anyways, and that's been handled since January. And I'm saying, nobody going to let me know. Well, they called you. They called you on your phone and you didn't answer. And I'm like, well, I got voice detection, you know what I'm saying, on my phone. And it says that they called, but when they called, my phone does a pre-thing like for scammers. And it says it'll make you identify who you are calling me. And it'll give me like a little minute before while you finna, identify if I want to send you the voicemail or answer. When I tried to answer the phone, they hung up. They didn't even leave a voice message. So they ain't trying to reach me to resolve it, and they didn't resolve it anyways. This has been since January. And I'm asking you, you know what I'm saying, how is that fair? So was I just supposed to pay for rides that Aetna was supposed to pay for that you took out of my rides? And I was stranded at doctor's appointments and had to get home and pay. One of those trips costed me $70. So that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And then you can clearly see that my stuff was canceled and how I was talked to. If you don't calm down, then I'm going to have no choice but to end this call. What do you mean calm down? I'm telling you what happened to me, and you're taking a grievance from me, but you're being just as rude as the other representatives, and I have the whole call recorded. Well, I'm just going to have no choice but to end this call. Thank you for calling Aetna and being a valued customer, and hung the phone up in my face while I was still talking. I recorded that. Then when I tried to call back, she didn't answer. She routed my call to another line. Okay? On top of that. Then, when I called back.
So you called back the number that called you, is that what you're saying?
And when I called back, and spoke to somebody, they answered the phone.
Miss Mormon.
It's the 860 number, the one she's been calling me from. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to it. Oh, Lord, how do I get there? Shoot. Hold on. My son just got me this phone. I don't have no idea how to operate. Hold on. Oh, it was a Hartford, Connecticut number. 860 2730123. And when you get a prompt to ask you, if you need corporate or whatever, so then you click the button. And if you don't click a button while they doing all the explaining to get to corporate, anything else will prompt you a member's number to call. I hit the corporate number because I've been dealing with corporate. When I hit the corporate number, I get another rude representative. I'm like, it's all management in this establishment rude like that. What am I paying my premium for? Why am I wasting my Social Security money monthly and I could be getting $1,500 a month and not being talked to rude?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. We will definitely take a look at that. Now, you mentioned that you were sort of intermingling a couple things. You mentioned transportation as well. I did catch that. You mentioned that your rides, you were getting stranded. I know MTM has this thing where once you're done with like your appointment, they want you.
I know how will call works. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in a year. So what I'm saying is, I know how will call works. But half the time, my rides were not even set up on will call. I figured if I set them up on will call, maybe they would send me a ride. And I did. My transportation was supposed to pick me up. Say my appointment was at 9 o'clock actually. I would set my appointment for my ride to pick me up at 5 a.m. That's more than enough time if they cannot find a ride to get me a ride. That's a 3-hour period before my appointment starts. That ain't even my appointment time, just to make sure. I'd rather sit there an hour before my appointment than to be late or miss it. So my surgery appointment, for the pre-surgery appointment, that wasn't until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I booked the ride for 7 a.m. I told them my appointment was at 9. My appointment wasn't until 1. That means if you picking me up an hour before my appointment, then you should at least been there by 8. Even if you was late to pick me up, I wouldn't even never be late for my appointment because my appointment wasn't until 1 in the afternoon. They didn't come to get me till almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And every single ride that they sent from 7 in the morning, every single person that booked, when they got within 5 minutes of my house, the ride was canceled and sent to a new driver. Every time. And I still got the text messages in my phone to prove it. Because they text you every time and send you the license plate for that driver and that person's phone number. Okay? Every time. And I can go back to my history on Lyft because MTM uses Lyft. Okay? I can go on my Lyft account. And because they text my phone, it adds to my Lyft account. So it coincides with that I'm telling the truth and that they're lying. So when I call back with Aetna, I got 3-4 phones right here. I call Aetna on one. I call MTM on the other. MTM was saying that my ride was canceled by me. My ride was never canceled by me. Aetna had just remade the ride to come back out, and they canceled my ride. MTM canceled it. Then when they finally did send me a ride, the ride that Aetna paid for, I was late for my appointment, so I was the last person at the doctor's office to be seen. They almost didn't do my surgery, which they ended up not doing because of Aetna. Okay? And so, when I called back, because the ride never came back to get me at the time it was set to come back and get me by 5:30 because the office closes at 6. So I figured even if they was late coming back to get me, I wouldn't have to worry about no will call because they have a scheduled Lyft to come get me by 5:30. And then the Lyft would text you when it's almost there. It tells you when you're 7 minutes there. When they get there, it tells you they pulled up and you got 5 minutes to come outside now, right? They never showed up. They never came. Before they made it to me, they canceled the ride. So I had to call back with Aetna. This is just the last appointment that I just had. I called Aetna back with the supervisor on the phone again, another supervisor, MTM, to schedule my ride to pick me up The office was closed. They kicked me out of the doctor's office. I can't stand. Aetna has not given me a walker or a scooter or nothing yet. So I'm sitting out there on a rock, okay, in pain, trying to wait for a lift that never came that Aetna did book on a will call. And I ended up having to call Z-Trip for the girl to come and get me. And she ended up being nice enough to only charge me $45 to come home. That's a $70 trip. Okay? So quite naturally, I'm a little bit, no, I'm just pissed off, to be honest with you. And it's not against you. And then the fact that I was woken up out of my sleep today. Woken up out of my sleep today and then spoken to rudely, and then not only spoken to rudely, told nothing was going to be done about my claim, but somebody getting a stupid video one-on-one with the same manager that was rude as well as the first representative that I recorded the manager as well. And he had to be reprimanded and only changed his attitude when he found out he was being recorded. Then he wanted to be nice, but it was too late. I added him to my grievance. Then you're going to sit here and tell me I should be more calmer. I know. And now I'm dying because of this. I have a DVT blood clot in my groin. If I move the wrong way, it can go to my heart or my lung. Also, I have chest issues because of this. All because I didn't get my chemo and because my rides with Aetna were delayed or canceled and there was complaints made and nothing was done. All of this chain. How fair is that to the client? And then she hung up on me after waking me up out of my sleep. My legs are swollen. I can barely stand. You know, I just feel like something more needs to be done than just reprimanding these representatives and allowing them to stand behind whatever policy they think they have to just hang the phone up in your face. Now you got to call back, explain your story to a million people before you finally get to a person that you gonna have to be able to do a grievance again for something you already had a grievance for. That's what's wrong.
Right. If you already have one, they will resolve it. I understand you're calling about the same thing. I get it. But yeah, it will get resolved.
She said it wasn't.
What you want done.
She said it wasn't going to be resolved. That's what she said on the recording. It wasn't going to be resolved. There was nothing else that's going to be done about it. They're going to get with that supervisor and that member service person, and then they're going to make them watch a quality survey on how they're supposed to talk to customers and handle situations. But that doesn't do anything for me getting my chemo. That doesn't do anything for anyways the reason why I have to have a prior authorization for something that's already been priorly approved that I've been on for months and have not been off of it. Also, that doesn't do anything for me having to spend money on rides that I should have never had to spend money on. Him keeping his job and his way of making income does nothing to the fact that I'm literally sitting up here dying because of an action of a representative.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your condition. You are being treated?
No, I'm not being treated. I'm not. That's the problem. I haven't been treated yet. I haven't had my chemo. I'm swollen. I can't have my surgery on the 4th of next month if I don't have my chemo within 14 days of the surgery. It's got to be within 14 days. Plus the fact that I'm on blood thinners now due to the fact of all of this chain of events. When all I could have done is had my chemo and had my surgery and been took to my doctor's appointment on time.
What is your doctor's name?
Columbus Brown.
Paul Edwards?
Columbus Brown. Paul Edwards is my PCP. Columbus Brown is my chemo lupus doctor.
Okay. Well, you mentioned you're having surgery. Is that in March?
That's March the 4th.
Okay. Yeah, I do see you're having surgery on your left hip. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hip replacement?
Yep. Because they put a recall hip in my leg and they never told me that they put a recall hip in my leg because there was a lawsuit and they didn't want me to sue. So they didn't tell me. Now the lawsuit's over, they telling me. I'm still going to sue once they get this out of my leg. I'm still going to sue because now I can't walk. And Aetna shouldn't have had to pay for my surgery.
You had that problem.
I had that problem for the past 4 years. I've been arguing with them since they put this in my leg. And the hip is not hooked to bone or anything. The hip is not hooked to nothing. And that was what set off the blood clot. Especially when I didn't have my chemo on time. That set a chain of events. So now I'm on blood thinners. Now I have pneumonia. Because I can't move around, so I'm full of fluid. Because I missed appointments. Chemo is already a chemical. And I didn't get it. So now I'm, deteriorating. Like I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in a year. I got kids and grandchildren. I'm afraid to go to sleep because I think I'm going to die. And I have been calling Aetna for weeks and nothing has been done. I really think it's unfair for me to be paying for services I can't receive and nothing being done.
Is there anything I can do? Did you need to talk to one of your doctors or anything about, what's going on with your swelling?
Yeah, I need for my chemo to be able to be paid for so I can have it done so that I can be able to make it to these pre-appointments to have my surgery on time on the 4th. I don't think I can survive another month.
Right, I understand. No,
and I need a walker.
You need a schedule?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And I need a walker or some type of scooter or something ASAP.
We could reach out. Did your doctor put a request in for anything for a walker?
Yeah, they did that. They done that last November. Nothing has been given to me. They done a walker. They done a scooter. Nothing has been given to me. My other PCP before this doctor, he done it. They never gave me anything.
Okay. Would you like us to try calling them?
Yes, please, because I need to get the walker with the seat so that I can have independence. I'm home alone.
Well, we can definitely call your doctor and see if we can get some, durable medical equipment for you to get around, Ms. Mormon. Do you have the doctor's phone number? I can call them for you with us on the line, and we can see what they can do for you. Okay.
Okay, let me give it to you. Hold on. The phone number is 501-747-1064.
Okay, that was 501-747-1064.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we can definitely see what we can get done for you. Give me a moment, and I'll give them a call.
Okay.
And we can see what we can get done. But if you feel that you are, that sick, you may want to consider possibly going to the hospital.
I've been to the hospital twice in the past 3 days, and they just sent me home.
Okay, what did they say?
They said that I need to see the vein clinic, but they have to get a prior authorization from Aetna, and that it's a destined I can't get the words out, but it's a need. I can't say the other word. My English not very good. They need to get that need out. and to let
Okay. Yeah,
to
I
yeah.
definitely see requests for your surgery in
Mm-hmm.
here. So that looks like they did that. Let's give the doctor's office a call, see if they can get you some things you need to, so you can get around, have a little bit better mobility. In
Okay.
just a few minutes, I will give them a call and see what we can get done for you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. At least he's trying to do something. The last representative wasn't trying to do anything at all.
Take a seat. Look at the camera.
It's ridiculous. Has anybody else been experiencing issues with their insurance? Cooking on a budget, uplifting advice, discussing our mental health, our fall downs, fallouts, and how we overcame. Just able to conversate in a down to earth space. We cook on a budget. Meals that would normally be more expensive are more affordable. Expensive. Friendly, gluten-free meals. Budget friendly. Oops. Are cooking budget friendly, gluten free meals. join the MZLD team. Friendly, gluten-free
All right. Thank you
meals.
again for your patience, Miss Mormon. They have me on hold, so it'll be just a few more minutes, and
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. Hey, how y'all doing? So I'm on the phone with Aetna because it's been brought to my attention that people are trying to call me a beggar. Yes, I was called a beggar because I was telling everybody about my surgery and what's been going on with me. So I was called a beggar and was basically said that I should be able to call my insurance and get help with getting my walker. So I'm on the phone with my insurance, which they are not helping me get my walker. Now, I was nice enough to get a good representative, but I just had spoke to another one, which cussed me out, by the way, and hung the phone up in my face. The whole entire phone call is on my YT channel. I'm actually live over there. If you want to go over there, then you'll hear the beginning of what's happening with this phone call and how the representative talked to me. Hey, honey, how the representative talked to me woke me up out of my sleep. I only been asleep 30 minutes because I've been up all night.
All right, Miss
He's
Mormon.
back,
They
so
don't
just
seem
pay
to be
attention and
answering
listen.
at this time, so what I'll do is I'll try them back and see if I can get a hold of them to get your the things you need to get around. But it looks like your surgery and everything is scheduled for you, so I would definitely talk to the doctor to verify that. But it does appear that it looks like, because of the fact that you had a recalled artificial hip, is the reason that they have to do the revision and replace that with one that's actually, should work for you. And I'm sorry to hear that you had to go through that. That's tough. You figure, hey, I'm gonna get this done once and that's it.
Right.
And here you have, and then you have other complications. I understand that's definitely difficult. So, but I will check back on them and see if I can get a hold of them to let them know what you need and have them get that started for you, so that hopefully you can get that before your surgery starts.
Yes. So, will you try to get in touch with them to see about me getting my chemo as well?
if your doctor wants you to have chemo, yeah, they would definitely put a request in for that. That's not an issue. I guess
They already
you
put in a
just have to have
request.
the hip.
They already put it. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
They already put in a request for my Simzia. What I'm saying is, I don't understand why another request had to be done for something that had already been pre-authorized before. I've been taking the Simzia.
Okay, so you're just talking about the medication, correct? You're not
Yeah.
talking about was the medication denied? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, it was denied.
Okay.
That's part of my
Let me see
livelihood.
what I.
For me to be able to stay alive and live, and because my chemo was denied, is why I'm having all of this swelling right here. That's why my legs are so heavy and my.
When did you put a request to the pharmacy for that medication? What pharmacy are you using?
My pharmacy doesn't do my medication. I get it from my doctor's office. Now, should I be picking the shots up myself and taking the chemo to the doctor and getting the doctor to do it?
Okay, so your doctor's giving you an injection, so it's not in pill form. You're getting an injection from the doctor.
Yeah, I don't take the pill when the pill one didn't work.
I got you. When's the last time you had the injection?
Let me look at my calendar. I know it was last month. Let me see. Hold on.
Like, how often do you have to?
I get it every month, every 28 days. But I have to have the chemo done 14 days before my surgery on the 4th. If I don't have the chemo done 14 days before that, it could be dangerous because I'm on blood thinners. And as you know, if they opening you up with surgery and you have
to stop your you have to
and it could spread. Yeah, and my cancer could spread too if they open me up to the air and I'm not on my treatment.
Yeah, well, obviously we don't want that for you, Miss Foreman, and I know you don't. And so, yeah, I would definitely say you're going to have to talk to your doctor as far as your chemotherapy medication and when you would need to have it.
No, I don't. I know when I need to have it. What I'm trying to get is the approval done. Them to contact my doctor's office back to get the approval done so I can get the shot. They talk about prior authorization for something I've already been taking. And the prior authorization already been done because they would have never even started giving me it without it being approved. It's been approved. So I don't understand why I'm having to do another prior authorization and missing my treatment, which is imperative for me to be alive. I can't go without taking it.
Right. Have you talked to our pharmacy department? Because I don't specifically see a prior authorization for any medication.
I talked to the pharmacy department. I was told I had to speak to a supervisor at Aetna because my doctors already put in another prior authorization the other day when my chemo was denied, saying that I needed a prior authorization.
I don't see that here. Yeah.
I was at the doctor's office when it was done, so that's why I need a supervisor, because things are not getting done, and that was done while I was at the doctor.
Pharmacy will look into what's going on with that medication, but give me just a moment. That's what we need to do then.
But when you transfer me to the pharmacy, they just gonna transfer me right back over here. That's what they done. They just gonna, once I talk to them and they find out it's not one that I go pick up at the pharmacy, that it's being done at the doctor's office, they gonna transfer me back to member services and tell me to speak to a supervisor to talk about getting the PA done based off the fact that I've already been taking that medication.
What's the name of this medication again?
Simzia. It's a chemotherapy drug for people with cancer,
And
lupus,
the
and RA.
do you have the spelling of that medication's name?
Hold on, let me think. I think it's CIZAM.
CIZAM.
Yeah, I believe it's spelled CIZAM.
Because I don't see anything here about any medication at all.
But you can look at my record and see that I have been taking that. No, it's CIZIMA. Yeah.
CIZIMA.
No, CIZIMA. It's Cimzia. It's a biologic injection for people with types of cancer and rheumatoid arthritis and lupus or Crohn's disease. It's an at-home, at-home treatment yourself. But it can be given in a clinical setting.
Yeah, and the doctor.
It's a blocker biologic.
Yeah.
Okay. So my doctor's been giving it to me in a controlled setting because my immune system is so low that I have to be in a doctor's setting. I literally feel like I'm dying or suffocating, which is what lupus does. It suffocates you, literally taking my voice, my breath away. And this medication has been paid for before. For months, it's been prescribed. So I really need to speak to somebody in member services, supervisor, that can look at what's been previously paid or billing or whatever, because that's been previously paid for. I go to the hospital, I'm just racking up emergency room bill. I'm constantly getting stuck. I'm in pain.
You said you got this last in January?
I got it in January. I missed my February dosage. My February dosage was supposed to be done on January 31st because it's 31 days in January. So that made me have to, instead of rolling over and to February, my February dosage was going to be given a couple days early. But because...
What doctor are you getting this from?
Huh?
What doctor is giving you this medication?
My rheumatologist, oncologist. It's a whole doctor's team. I have 2 rheumatologists. I have 2 oncologists. And then Carti Cancer Center gave permission for my other rheumatologist to be able to give the shot because his clinic did not have a lot of people. The other clinic had too many people. I can't be around people like that. If I get sick, that's it. But if I don't get this medication, I cannot walk right now. I'm literally walking on the sides of my feet because I haven't gotten my chemotherapy. I haven't gotten any of my medications. And then Aetna hasn't been able to successfully get me to my doctor's appointments. So it's like I'm just suffocating, literally. I feel like I'm suffocating to breathe.
All right. So let me see what we can do as far as the medication. I don't see it, but they'll look into it. So give me just a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But I will reach back out to the doctor on your behalf.
Okay.
And see if we can get you some kind of walker or something for you.
Yes, I do. I need a walker badly. I need a a plus size one because now I've pretty much gained all, just about all the weight that I lost back again from the swelling. So it needs to be a wider one with a seat.
All right. All right. I will definitely call them and see if I can get that taken care of for you. So
Okay.
give me a few minutes. I will
Okay.
have you speak to someone in the pharmacy to see if they can find anything for this medication and what's going on for you. Just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you. See, he's still not listening. So people are, I don't want, thank y'all for tapping. And Sheila, I'm loving on you. I'm loving on you. Thank you. I wanted to go live and do this because it's so many people commenting on my video. So many people commenting on my video saying, well, you're a TikTok beggar because you're saying something about your condition. Not everybody that comes on here is begging for somebody to do anything. Hold on. If you do something for somebody, you should be able to do it because you can physically do it within your means. Let me cut the speaker on because I can't see what y'all saying. Hold on. I see some people's faces, so I know who they are by their profile. But I can't see what you're saying. Let me cut my speaker on so I can hear what y'all saying. Okay? Just give me 1 second. Because I was in my bed asleep. And I was rudely woke up about something doing with taxes. I went back to sleep. And the Aetna representative called me because I have a grievance, of how they've been treating me. And I've been recording the phone calls. And then I had proof that they didn't treat me correctly. You violate my rights and how you talking to me.
Hey, Mama D.
Hey, honey. You violate my rights how you talking to me on here. And then you going to call me and wake me up I'm asleep. And then only to tell me you're not going to do anything about my grievance. You're not going to do anything about getting me some help. And I can't breathe. You're not going to do, you telling me to go to the emergency room. I've done been to the emergency room 3 times. Every time I go, I come back with more and more bruises on me. I'm more and more swollen. Look at how swollen I am. I can't really lift my leg. But look. Look at that. I'm literally walking on the side of my feet. My hands, this is how my hands are today. Yesterday, I couldn't even do this. See? So, I'm legitimately trying to do something for myself.
Hey, sis. Good morning.
Morning. Positive morning. I'm literally trying to do something for myself. I'm not on here begging for anybody to do anything. Anything.
All right, Ms. Mormon, I have Rose.
Hold on 1 second.
She'll look at the medication and see what she can do to help you with that.
Okay.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Hold on. And I will reach out to them again about your walker.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Adawan. I'm
Miss,
Adawana.
thank you, yes. Hello, how are you?
Yes, I see. Well, thank you so much for calling us. I'm doing fine. How are you today?
I've had better days and I wish I was calling you on a better circumstance, though.
And I see. Can you please tell me what is the medication and what is your concern?
The medication is my Cimzia, which is a chemotherapy-based drug for people that have multiple illnesses that I'm trying to think of the right name. It's like immune system illnesses like lupus, which I have, RA, which I have, osteo, which I have, and leukopenia, which is a blood illness, disease, okay? And it's a cancer. And so I've been taking Cimzia, which is the biologic for people with the type of illnesses that I have, also treats Crohn's. So I've been on this medication since the stomach cancer remission, which was in November of last year. I already had a prior authorization for this medication, and the doctor has been giving me my chemotherapy successfully. Now, when I went on the 31st of January to get my dosage, they told me I couldn't take my chemo. I wasn't allowed to have it because I needed a prior authorization for a medication that I've already been prior authorization for. This medication is a life or death medication for me. And I have been calling for weeks and nothing has been done about it. I need my medication. I can barely walk. It's hard to breathe. I have surgery on the 4th of next month, which won't happen if I don't have this chemo within 14 days of having the surgery. And now I'm on blood thinners, which will have to stop too. But by stopping all of that, without me being on my chemo, it could take me out of here. So it's imperative that I get this thing reapproved, which I don't understand how you can stop a life or death medication for a person that needs that medication to live.
I understand the situation. I will try to check the Cimzia if we have received the prioritization. Can you please tell me what is the dosage for this one?
I take 2 shots. I don't really know.
Is it?
They mix it up and they give me 2 shots.
Mm-hmm. I see. And that is usually for how many days supplier?
It's only a one-time dosage every month. It's $2,500 a month.
Every month.
Every month.
Okay, got it. Thank you. That is a very helpful information. Okay, let me check that one here. After checking, yep, we have already received the prioritization and your Cimzia 200, I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, Cimzia, Cimzia, it is 200 milligrams. This is for 30-day supply. It is covered by the plan already with a co-payment of $12.65. You will be able to get this medication in the pharmacy called Kroger Pharmacy. It was in the Rodney Farham Road, Little Rock, Arizona.
So,
7227.
so it's in Arkansas. So I have to get, I can't no longer get it at my doctor's office. I have to go get it and take it to my doctor. And I only have to pay $12 now.
But if the yes, $12.65 since it is already covered by the plan.
Okay, the one that so what I'm asking is if I get that, if I go pick up that chemo drug from the pharmacy, can I take it to my doctor and have the doctor give it?
Yes, you can definitely do it. It's fine. You can take it to the doctor and, let them up. You don't inject it to yourself. Sorry, you don't use it to yourself, so you need a doctor for you to be able to use this. Is that correct?
Yeah, they it has to be mixed. It has to be mixed a certain way, and I have to have it in a clinical setting. But if I have to go pick it up, and Aetna can get me the lift to go pick it up, I will pick it up and go get my shot today. I walk on the sides of my feet.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yep, you can definitely do so. You can go once you pick up, or maybe your daughter, or maybe your husband, or it could be anyone of your family could pick up this medication.
Mm-hmm.
That is fine, and then you
Okay.
can go to your doctor and let them do the procedure for you. That is
Okay.
fine as well.
Okay, so, but it is at my pharmacy right now.
Yes, Mrs. It is in the pharmacy right now.
Okay, okay. All right, I will call the pharmacy when I get off of here with you. Now, do y'all, is this the part that could cover a walker for me?
We are not the department that will help you get your walker. The person that transfer you.
Okay, he gonna do it. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. I take one victory at a time. It's okay. You don't gotta explain no more. I take one victory at a time. He said he gonna call the doctor's office. Maybe I can get the walker for free. That'll be great, and I want to be begging people to help me. Thank you, Miss Lady. I appreciate you. Now at least calling this department.
Thank you for calling us today.
Thank you for being one of the most pleasant Aetna representatives that I've spoken to today, period. You and the guy that transferred me to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I appreciate both of you too, because I've been trying for 3 weeks to get help, and it just got to the point I couldn't even walk today. I wanted to cook on my little show, and I couldn't even cook because I can't stand up, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you have a blessed day.
Appreciate you calling us today.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. And Mrs. Dewana, if there will be some concern that will happen in the future, you can call us at any time, and we will do our best to help you in regards with your concern. And also, Mrs. Dewana, if you still have a free time today, we will appreciate it if you could give us a good feedback, because you will receive a survey after this call in your email.
Yeah.
That is only if you have a free time, but if not, that is also fine.
Yes, thank you. I will definitely do. I definitely will do. I definitely will do that.
Survey.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for calling us today, and I hope you will have a great day today, Mrs. Dewana.
You too. You too. You have a wonderful day. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, it looks like we got something actually resolved with them. Let's see.